this afternoon session. As you can see on our screen, our main topic for this afternoon is all about the modern teaching and learning methods. Our topic is of particular interest, especially to us teachers, that we are using technology in delivering the lessons to our learners. But before we start our lesson for this afternoon, let us start with an action song. Are you familiar with the action song entitled Roll Over the Ocean? If yes, I would like to request everybody to stand up and let's dance to Roll Over the Ocean dance.
It's me, it's you, it's us who builds community. It's me, it's you, it's us who builds community. It's me, it's you, it's us who builds community. It's us who builds community. La la la, roll over the ocean, roll over the sea, roll over the ocean in the deep blue sea. Roll over the ocean, roll over the sea, roll over the ocean and the deep blue sea.
Going back to our lesson that I have presented earlier, let me talk about the main purpose or objectives of this lesson. The main purpose or objectives in this lesson is to know the emergent trends in the education, particularly in the 21st century education, and how media and technology affects the way we learn things in the education process. I'd like to start the presentation with something that Queen Rania of Jordan once said. In education, technology can be a life changer, a game changer for both kids in school and of course in out of school. Now, talking about the quote given by Queen Rania of Jordan, I simply believe that she thinks that technology can be a better delivery platform to make the textbook brings to life and of course in the education process. Now the question is why we should move on to modern teaching approach. Now to answer that question, we must first define the main term of this lesson, and that is teaching method. By the way, what is teaching method? Teaching methods are actually your SGDE of learning. SGDE stands for your stimulation, guidance, direction, and encouragement of learning. So in a broader sense, we can say that teaching methods are actually your general principles, your pedagogy, your strategies in classroom instruction. Your choice of teaching method depends on what will fit you in. It could be based upon your educational philosophy, your school's demography, your subject areas, and even the school's mission statement. Now, there are actually two types of teaching methods. The first one is conventional and the other one is non-conventional. Now, let's start with the conventional method. Traditional method of teaching is actually known as the back to basics or the traditional approach in teaching. Now, if you're going to look at the traditional approach in teaching, this is the direct supervision or instruction given by the teachers to his or her students through testing and assessment. And in layman's terms, teacher in this method is actually having the chalk on board while the students will be having its paper and pen. Okay? The second type of teaching method is actually the non-conventional method. This is actually referred to as the modern or the innovative type of teaching method that involves the use of technology. So please take note that the modern teaching methods form a part of a mass educational reform brought on by the advent of technology and the need not only to educate but also to inspire and generate curiosity among students. This means that modern teaching method avoids spoon-feeding to students and encourages students to think critically by solving problems and of course for them to be able to be creative. Actually, this type of teaching method does not let students memorize nor recite anything. Instead, modern teaching method emphasizes that learning objectives of these lessons given by the teacher towards his or her students should be emphasized through the use of interaction, participation, and collaboration of the activities set by the teacher towards his or her students. So that leads to the next lesson or topic that we are going to discuss this afternoon, which is all about the characteristics of a modern teaching method. The first one is learner-centered. Curriculums and lessons are created in such a way that teachers are there in the classroom setting for them to become the facilitator of learning and knowledge and to support learning of the students. On the other hand, students are there because they are the central, predominant people who will be able to interact with their peers. Okay? Number 2, collaborative approach. The word itself means that new teaching activities or new teaching methods simply means that the students should be able to collaborate, to interact, and of course to participate with the activities set by the teachers. And once they will be able to participate with those activities, students will be able to learn how to appreciate the work of their peers. Number 3, integrity. Modern teaching styles result students in gaining more knowledge of not just one topic, but those that are relative and supplemental to the main topic. Number 4, interactive. Modern teaching techniques and methods stress the interactive setting. One great example is when students will ask to work on groups in order for him or her to promote better decision making and of course problem solving. Number 5, inclusive. Modern teaching methods focuses on identifying the individual skill set of students while maintaining the collaborative approach, thereby letting the students to learn at their own pace. Last but not least is the active participation. Modern teaching methods consist of interactive, engaging activities, and of course practical learning that is not passive consumption. Okay, so let's have a short recap on the characteristics of a modern teaching method. Again, how many characteristics did we discuss this afternoon? Yes, that's right. We have 6. What are those 6? Okay, that's good. We have first one, the learner-centered, the collaborative approach. We also have the inclusive, interactive, integrative, and last but not the least, the active participation. Of course, we are now on a more exciting part of the lesson. We will be able to discuss about the modern teaching methods that the 21st century teachers are using in their lessons. Okay, so I will be able to discuss 3 of these methods and then my partner will be able to discuss the rest. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Okay, so let's start with the flipped classroom. So in this technique, students are given a preliminary work at home for a particular lesson wherein they can be able to have or to watch video lesson or a tutorial or even they can do research at home. And then once they get to the school, they would be able to continue their work in of video games. Actually, this served as one of the most useful teaching method, especially in elementary and in preschool departments, not just in the Philippines, but of course worldwide. In the midst of pandemic, no, teachers uses different kinds